Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining us. We are Greater Westtown Training Partnership. My name is Danjuma. I am one of the instructors here, and we are here to talk about the Woodworking Training Program, which is a 15-week intensive course in wood products manufacturing. Now, you may ask yourself, what does that mean? What is wood products manufacturing? What is woodworking? Well, it means many things, but one of the things you'll be learning here, or many of the things you'll be learning here, are skills that you would need to work in a wood shop where you would make furniture, interior components to buildings, craft objects, instruments, picture frames, a variety of objects which are included in the field of woodworking. So in that 15 weeks, we train you on how to operate machinery, how to safely be in a work environment where you're working around power tools. We show you how to construct cabinets. We show you how to work with rough lumber and how to make something like, basically the fundamentals into what goes into building a box. And we teach you all those things, those skills. We get you a solid foundation. And by the end of that 15 weeks, we give you enough basic skills to where you can get a job and work in the industry full time, at least coming in on an entry level experience. Our program is designed for people who have no previous experience in the industry, and we teach you a host of things like how to read a tape measure, how to read blueprints, shop drawings, things like that. You know, what goes into looking at a drawing and determining what you'll need to do to construct the object based off those drawings. Some shop math, and we actually work with you on getting your resume too to help get you hired. So, there are a certain number of requirements that you must meet in order to participate. Why? Well, one of the reasons is because this training is provided to you at no cost. That means that you can take part in this program, learn skills you need to get employed at no cost to you, provided you currently are a Chicago resident or live in the Chicagoland area, you are 18 and up, and you are a low income resident. So if you are currently unemployed or maybe underemployed, perhaps you work a part-time job in evenings or something, then chances are you qualify for our training at no cost. At no cost. Once again, this training is provided to you at no cost, provided you meet these guidelines. So, our training program runs Monday through Fridays from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday through Fridays, where you're actually in the shop learning, getting real world experience on a machine such as this. That's a joiner, and you'll learn what that does when you come to this training. And I'm actually gonna walk around and show you some other things in the shop too. Now, today you may notice it's a little empty, but one of the things we've been doing is hybrid learning and restructuring classes so that people can learn in a safe environment. So today our participants are learning remotely in certain subjects that don't require them to be here in the shop. Otherwise, they're actually here 3 days out of the week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from that 8 a.m. to 2:30, getting hands-on shop experience. So that's what we're all about here at Greater Westtown, is getting you the skills you need to get employed. So I think I already talked about some of the requirements. 18 and up, Chicago resident, and currently unemployed or underemployed. There's a couple of other requirements. You may ask yourself, well, what kind of educational background do I need to participate in this training? Well, the truth is, you do not have to have your GED or your high school diploma to participate. You do, however, have to test at a 6th grade reading and math level, and we give some assessments for that, just in case you're wondering how we do that. So, you don't need your GED or diploma. Other requirement. Am I leaving anything out? Oh, you must be eligible to work legally here in the U.S. And we do take people with previous backgrounds. So if you've been formerly incarcerated or maybe have a few little blemishes on your record, not to worry. We work with many people from different types of backgrounds and experiences to come here to do the training. So if this sounds like something that is good for you, give us a call. Our number is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. You can call us at 312-563-9570. And you can also find out more information about us on our webpage, which also has our contact information. That is www.gwtp.edu. That, once again, that information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, or maybe you know someone who's interested in this, give them a call or give us a call and have them call us, have them contact us. One of the things you'll do is when you contact us, we will have you come in, you will fill out an application. You can actually get a personal tour of the shop here as well, where you'll be able to walk around. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about that later. And then we'll take it from there. There's an interview process, and we actually have a set of classes coming up in a couple of weeks. We want to get started May 4th, and we are still looking for applicants. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to start a new career, and get moving forward with things, movement in your life, consider us as an option. Consider us as an option. So I just want to show you some videos here of the shop. This is a new machine we actually got. It's a multi-boring machine that we're using for dowel construction. Actually, essentially what it is, it's putting construction homes. So lots of ready to assemble furniture that you see where you put it together. Maybe you've gotten some things from IKEA and you have to do some inserts and things like that. This is a machine that they may use. This is a professional industrial machine. Brand new, we got it a month ago and we're using it already. So these are the things we will learn. Also here we have an example of a CNC machine, which is something you'll also learn. Not only will you do things with manual construction using your hands and power tools that you operate manually, you'll also get an introduction to CNC programming, which goes into a lot of the automation that lots of shops today use for mass assembly, high volume production of furniture components. So you're getting a little bit of technology as well. So something like this is a shop may have several of these machines, and even though it is automated, there are humans involved in this. You have to program it, you have to put the material, load the material on the machine, and do many things. So it's one of those things where it's helpful to know this technology. Very helpful to know this technology. So, this is just some of that footage showing you what they're making. This particular class was working on some cabinet components and carving out the back for the cabinet, and they needed several pieces. So, this is where machines like this really come in handy, where you would program it, you will put in the size of the material, the parameters of, the thickness and the profile that you wanted to make. Then you would load that workpiece on the machine, and it would do that. So that's just a good example of things that you'll be learning. So, like I said, if you're someone 18 and up, not working right now, looking for a new career, if you're someone maybe you like to work with your hands, you have a keen eye for detail. You pay attention to things like that. You're interested in crafts, learning about how to work with your hands, how to put things together. This may be the program for you. This may be the program for you. So if you're thinking about it, look at that information scrolling at the bottom of your screen and give us a call. I'm going to show you some footage. This is some drone footage from our shop. You can see how big it is. It's a very open, spacious environment. Like I said, our participants are doing hybrid learning. We're taking CDC guidelines into consideration in terms of when we're here on site doing the training. We're all wearing masks, and there's more than enough space for people to be socially distanced and keep their space with what they're doing. So you can see it's a bright, sunny, over 10,000 square feet here. And right now, I'm going to take you around the shop and show you some things going on. So I'm walking through. This is that new dial-board machine, multi-board machine. You can see it's got use already. See the dust on there, some sawdust. This is a brand new machine. We just got it like a month ago, and it's up and operational already. Using it for a project, a current project. This is our sliding table saw. And a saw like this is very cool for cutting large panels. One person can do, can cut a large 4x8 sheet of plywood, things like that. Over here, so this is industrial machinery that you are actually learning, really learning things that you would see on equipment that you see in a shop. This is our edge bell sander, and this is awesome for sanding large panels, desks, doors. Here you can see the belts, these large 3 feet, 36-inch wide belts for moving material on large work pieces. It saves time. They actually call this machine a time saver, is another name for it. I'm going to walk over to another area. Lots of stuff here. Alright. This is a veneer saw. And this is great for cutting. It cuts veneer. Here's some samples of, maybe you wonder, how do they do certain things here? How do you make things? And that's what we're all about here, showing you how you make things. So here, these are like panels, veneer panels that have been taped together. And actually, our current project that the current class is working on is they're putting together a cabinet. I'm going to show that. This is a CNC machine that you saw in the video footage. Walk over. So our current class is working on something similar to this cabinet here, where it is using wood veneer, and this is a sample of a door panel where you can see it's a sheet of, or 2 sheets of veneer sandwiched that are closing in on a panel. And this is a real, it's like a slice of paper. It's a real cut from a log. And you would adhere this to a substrate like particle board.
Here we have an example of a shop drawing which shows that cabinet, and you would actually learn how to read this, how to interpret and understand this drawing so that you can get material takeoffs, quantities, and know what to build and how to build it. So you just see super spacious here. It's another table saw. We have several table saws. These are like the essentials of a wood shop. Sometimes you'll have 2 or 3 of the same type of table saw, but you have different setups, so you don't have to switch out blades and things like that. This is like a tenon jig that's set up for a project. So you have several of these. Makes things go quicker. Got your drill press here, a big bandsaw. That's coming through. Hopefully you can hear me. I kind of, here's another bandsaw. Oh, you can see the parts. The class, they have their parts. They're almost ready to do an assembly of these. Dry fit. Getting ready to put these together. This is a portion of it where you can see. These are those holes for the dowel rods that you saw footage of that machine. What else? This is actually the dowel. Goes in like that. You have several of these. Glue would go on these, and this is a very common method used in the industry, and these are examples of things you'll learn. The cool thing I may have not mentioned is that the projects that you make as a participant here, you actually get to take them home. You work on the projects and you get to take your work home.
So, back at it, back here, you can see, hopefully that gave you a little insight into just the vast array of things that you can learn here and work on. So those projects, like I mentioned, you get to work on several projects, and those projects are designed to give you experience on machines and certain things that are vital to learning as far as basics in terms of woodworking. And you get to take your work home with you. So you've already seen some drone footage. You've seen other footage of some of our participants working on things in the shop. And I'm just going to share with you also a testimonial from one of our former participants who is out there working as we speak.
I like making things. I like working with my hands, and all these hands-on training is like from scratch, where you could start fresh if you don't know something, but you could also keep on experiencing what you want to in this school. When I got into this program, it just gave me more knowledge and accessible things to do with all that education that comes with it. You start off with the hands-on training, making a couple of things from the beginning as a box to later on anything else that comes along with that project. Every little measurement you take counts, so you got to pay attention and do everything you have to do to get a nice fine piece of art. At the end, you could literally say, oh, I made that. And it looks so beautiful that, you don't want to give it up. You want to just take it home. I'm happy with what they have taught me. New things that I didn't even know before, even as a carpenter and woodworker.
Hope you enjoyed that little clip. uh, you're not just hearing it from me, you're hearing it from someone who was a participant in our program. That was Gustavo. You also got a chance to see Tanisha, who also was a participant of the program, and they were putting together that cabinet that I showed you. So they took those home with them. So not only do you get the opportunity to learn a new skill that can get you work in the industry and get started towards a new career, you also get to go home with some nice work that shows what you did here. A very accomplished feeling and satisfaction that one may get from doing something like that. So if you're someone or you know someone who's interested, have them contact us. Our information is scrolling at the bottom of the screen there, 312-563-9570. We have people who are waiting right now by our phone lines who would love to talk to you, love to schedule you for a visit to get you in here. Like I said, we are actually starting a set of classes May 4th. That's coming up in a couple of weeks, and we are still looking for applicants. So please consider contacting us and being a part of this program. I hope you enjoyed our presentation today, and I'm just going to leave you or leave some other information at our screen before I close out of this. So stay safe, be well, and hopefully we'll see you soon.